Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 9 of our 30-day meditation challenge. So, day 9 of September, so 9 of the 9. Um, I like those kind of dates. It's nice and auspicious. Um, I also love the fact that we are almost one third into our um, meditation challenge, and yeah, we can really start working on shifting things now and putting a really good habit into practice for you. So before we start, I'm leaving a little bit of time for people to settle, and while I do, I'll just go through the theme or the intention for today's meditation. So what I do is I always connect in before our meditation, and the way I work, I journal. So that's how I talk to myself and to um, my guides, or whatever you want to call it. I was going to say God, but that sounds whatever. And for today, the intention and the focus is on deepening. We're going to be working on deepening our connection and our commitment really to ourselves. And I'm going to explain a little bit what I mean by that. So I'm sure we've all had days when, we forgot about our own needs. The needs of others kind of took precedent, and yeah, we kind of just we put ourselves to the side, or we just um, kind of forgot about ourselves because that's what we felt the moment required. However, um, every time we do that, we're kind of shortchanging not only ourselves but also the other people that we're kind of connecting with, um, because there's a part of us that's not able to be present. And when there's a part of us that's not able to be present, it means that we are not present properly, right? And even you might go, well, I didn't really feel I had any needs. Now the key thing here for you to know, is that you always have needs. Okay. um they may vary and shift and change, but you always have needs. So if you check in with yourself and you kind of go, I don't really think I have any needs, that's not the truth. Okay, you always have needs. Um, and so to start off with knowing that, and then maybe looking at, okay, well, if I don't really feel that I have needs, is it possible that I don't feel safe enough right now to express my needs? Um, or do I feel too disconnected, or what's going on? And we don't have to get into any detail or anything like that. It's just we're noticing these questions or these patterns, right? And when we notice them, this is the time to get into exactly what we're practicing here. Put a hand on your belly and start taking a few deep breaths and just allowing yourself to land in the moment. And perhaps a need will pop up, you know? I mean, how many of you out there forget to eat, forget to drink water, forget to go to the toilet? I mean, these are actual needs that we have, but somehow we manage to suppress them in really stressful situations, or just a normal day. So yes, to know that you always have needs, and if you're not able to connect with them, know that maybe there's some sort of a disconnect, some sort of a need for us to become more present in our own body. So put your hand on your belly, take a few breaths, and whatever reassurance you need, maybe even put another hand on your heart and just say, it's okay. We're just going to breathe here, and it's okay for me to take this time and go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do to kind of get that little moment to yourself, simply to land in your own space. And the oils that I'm going to work with today, it's three of them. So we have frankincense, copaiba, and clove. Now, clove isn't one of my favorite oils in terms of smell, but it's super potent and it's really, really good for um, holding the vibration um, of us having needs. Okay, so holding the vibration that kind of allows us to have boundaries and say, no, hold on a minute, I need to check in with myself and see what I need. So yeah, the frankincense, I've used that on the top of my head, back of my neck, on my pulse points, and on my throat and heart. Copaiba, I actually, where did I use copaiba? Oh yeah, on my pulse points and on my heart, a little bit on the back of my neck. And the clove oil, I'm simply gonna take in my hand and breathe in as we start our meditation for today. So I hope everyone has managed to settle and are ready to start. So allowing yourself to land here, make yourself comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes, and we're going to do a few deep breaths to begin with your oil if you have it. Don't worry if you don't. And it doesn't have to be the oils that I mentioned here. You choose whichever oils you want. And here we go. Enjoy, guys. So breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Allowing your breath to deepen by bringing your awareness to your lower belly, just beneath your navel. If it helps, feel free to place a hand on your belly. And simply by bringing your breath into your belly, noticing how your belly rises with the breath in and falls as you breathe out. Allowing us to land once again in our own still point, in our own safe space here in our body right now. And as the energy starts to settle within you, you might feel how your body is starting to relax. You might notice a little bit more body awareness. Perhaps your bum feels supported on your seat or on the floor. feeling how the floor underneath you, the ground underneath you, is supporting you and holding you. From the soles of your feet, through your legs, and all the way up to your bum. And as you're landing here, I'd like to invite you to place your other hand, if it feels right, on your chest, on your heart space. And again, there's no need to do anything here. We're simply bringing a small part of our awareness to our heart area, as well as keeping the breath going into our lower belly and our still point. And becoming aware of how the breath flows in, down into your belly, through your heart. And again, as it comes out, passes through your heart. And perhaps you're becoming aware of the connection that is building between your still point and your heart. So, whenever there is anxiety or uncertainty in your heart, what if you explored or experimented with putting your hands like this, one on your heart and one on your lower belly, and simply bringing yourself back to the breath? Because this is how we build the connection. This is how we let our body know that it's safe. This is how we let ourselves know that we matter and that we are important. This is how we make ourselves know that our needs are important and that we want to make space for them. And whenever the mind starts going, or there's a story that wants to come up, or something else wants to pull your attention away, simply bring yourself back to your hand on your belly and the breath going in and going out. And perhaps there is even more letting go that is wanting to happen in, let's say, your legs, in your thighs. Perhaps they want to experience just a little bit more of the support that the seat or the floor is providing them. And again, there's nothing to do here, simply breathing and asking the question, is there another part of me that wants to let go? Is there any other part of me that wants to let go just a little bit more right now? And if there isn't, that's okay too. Staying connected with your breath and your belly moving in and out. And before I bring ourselves back into this moment and we open our eyes again, I would like to bring the attention to how your heart area is feeling right now. Perhaps your hand is feeling warm or tingly. Perhaps your heart area, your chest, is feeling warm or tingly. Perhaps there are some emotions surfacing. And if there are, simply breathing with them into your still point in your lower belly will allow them to pass through or come up and integrate. You have done an amazing job, as always, tonight. And as we start to come back, we allow our body to move in whatever way it needs to move. Perhaps you want to bring in a deeper breath and a sigh. And I invite you to open your eyes whenever you feel ready. And I wish you a very good night. Have a lovely rest, or if you're watching this as a replay, a wonderful day, continued day. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye now.